It's 2 months after the riot that has been dubbed as an attempted prison break at the Maximum Male Correctional Center in Freetown. Initial reports from the government indicated 12 deaths. However, investigation conducted by the Office of National Security and the Criminal Investigation Department has noted a total of 31 deaths, which included 30 inmates and a prison officer. Speaking on the causes of the riots, the Director General of the CLN Correctional Services, Joseph Lamboy, stated, among other things, the precautionary measures which limited the freedom of inmates and suspension of court sittings
were released in batches of 300 at a time for a period of 2 hours and 30 minutes rather than the normal 8 hours time allowance that was meant for physical exercises, court attendance, sanitary requirements, and rehabilitation programs. Family visits were also suspended indefinitely. The kind of impact that will create. Announcement by the Chief Justice that court sittings had been suspended for 1 month due to COVID-19 restrictions also created tremendous anxiety among inmates awaiting trial. Pervasive social media posts and intelligence on the national intelligence community indicated that specific threats that inmates and persons unknown were planning a large-scale arson attack on the male correctional facility in order to facilitate the escape of inmates.
Following the incident, there were public outcry on the use of force and the total number of deaths of inmates, which according to many was downplayed by authorities. Justifying the use of force, the Director General noted the Prison Act gave them the mandate.
Investigations indicate that key initiators of the riot broke through the chicken wire mesh across the gangway at the Wilberforce block. The damaged workshop doors and used heavy tools to damage the locks of cells. The overwhelming numbers of rampaging inmates quickly overwhelmed the 28 unarmed staff, seized hostages, violently smashed doors, and set stores and other buildings on fire. There was no clear leadership among the rioters. There were no lines of communication and the rioters, and so no demands were communicated. No ultimatums were presented to staff before or during this onslaught. So there was no alternate line of action, and a general group resolution was most unlikely. 12 inmates died of gunshot wounds, and 16 inmates died of blunt force injuries, which I have mentioned and have attempted to explain a little what that meant. The world, a prison riot is classified as a public emergency. When negotiations are impossible, the violence does not subside, and that violence involves the bludgeoning of persons to death, violent arson and pillage, and violent attacks on security forces. The only option regrettably left to restore law and order is lethal force, that which I have cited in the Act. The rapid escalation of violence, or the rapid escalation in violence, and unclear intelligence about the movements and intentions of the rioters meant that it was impossible to coordinate the swift entry into the main yard of armed OSD personnel who were manning the outer cordon of the facility.
Of the 30 inmates that died, 6 have been buried, and the remaining 24 will be buried on Sunday if there is no response from relatives. The Director General assured that security measures have been heightened to prevent such recurrence. Ronald Jomo Ovia, AYV News, Freetown.